I'm back in the building to do a reading on LiAngelo Ball, his estranged wife. Her name is Rashida Nicole, and then Miss Nikki Baby, his baby mama. He has two kids with this woman, all right? And of course, the estranged wife is now announced that she is pregnant. So let's get into this reading and let's talk about this a little bit. So I think about 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I did a reading on these people, and I said this girl Rashida Nicole is gonna get pregnant, and I said, baby, he is not gonna really be with you. And look at what's happening to you. Well, look at what's happening to you. And I hate to say this, I was saying this in the last reading. The way you get them is the way you lose them. Um, so let's take it back. So LiAngelo Ball was in a relationship with Miss Nikki Baby, and she's like, I guess, an influencer, social Instagram. She always looked like she pretty much posing or stripping or naked on. I don't know, child. All these women be doing this, but anyway, Miss Nikki Baby is his baby mama. He met her, had a relationship with her, had two kids with her, and supposedly through text message broke up with the relationship with her to be with Rashida Nicole. Of course, now Rashida Nicole was, bossing up, getting all in the mix about what, Miss Mickey Baby doing and not doing, and I'm like, girl, why are you in it? Let that be between him and Miss Nikki Baby, right? Look at you now, egg on your face. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, you got egg on your face. You should have stayed out of it. When Miss Nikki Baby was voicing her concerns over her relationship with her baby daddy that broke up with her over text, you should have let that just be between them. It's just kept the high road. But Rashida Nicole, she's stepping in the mix. She on the blog. She got her responding all this mess, right? Anyway, so he leaves the relationship with Miss Nikki and Baby. He goes with Rashida Nicole. I think they were even in New Orleans. From what I saw, they were here for I believe was it Bayou Classic or Essence? I can't remember. I remember seeing some pictures of them in the city. So he's with her. They look like they're together, what have you. He seemed pretty protective. And then all of a sudden, she announced, Rashida Nicole, that she's pregnant. A week later, this man files divorce on her. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. I'm telling you, cannot make this up. When you see men like him, that every time somebody get pregnant, he running for the hills or he breaking up the relationship, the one thing you not gonna do or you should not do is then getting pregnant for him. Ooh, ciao. Amen. Speak. Even the thunderstorm is agreeing with me, okay? So anyway, the one thing you should not do is go get pregnant for a man that as soon as he get in somebody pregnant, he running off from the relationship. Because if he do it to you, he gonna do it to the next person. He gonna do it to the next person. He gonna always be doing it. So my advice to anybody that ever get with this man, LiAngelo Ball, don't sit here and let him shoot up your club, because he is going to leave your ass. Period, point blank. And I said this in a reading. This man is up, he's immature. So anyway, so Rashida Nicole, so Miss Nikki Baby did an interview with Jason Lee speaking about her experience with this whole situation, which is her right. And then of course, Rashida Nicole responded, which is her right. So Rashida Nicole says, I'm trying to chill because I'm pregnant. So she want to make sure she's still pregnant. I am so tired of this bitch keep talking about me. So let's talk about it. It's giving obsessed. You are so focused on blaming me for all your problems. He decided to leave. I do not mention, nor do I care. The lady has harassed me the entire time behind the scenes, trying to have people call me to abort my baby, wishing death on my unborn child, and so much more. I'm done. And just as a PSA, my due date is December, so again, y'all do the math. Today, thank you for all the free promo though, while I am baking this beautiful baby. Thanks to all the negative, miserable people who, with your expert opinions, just in comments, because you know that I'm going on my life for the better. That's what she's saying. I guess she's saying I'm going on with my life for the better. How could I ever forget? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show because I am. Let her cook. I'm just loading up. So, child, she gonna give you a run for your money. LiAngelo, stop. She gonna give you a run for your money. I don't like people who play the victim, right? He's responsible, but you got yourself involved with a man that was on the tail end of a negative situation that you, instead of you saying, you know what, you got some stuff that you need to figure out. Until you clear this up, come holler at me. Because what you did is basically the relationships did get crossed up at some point. He sent this woman a text message to her telling her that he was done with her. He is ultimately responsible, but once you realize that there was still some sticky business going on, you should have told him, listen, as a woman, I get this. Go clear this up. When you totally clear this up, then we can do our thing. You're not innocent and you're not a victim. You was with Tim, the guy who played baseball too, and he has a whole wife. So stop playing the victim, right? I think you're a beautiful girl, but step it up and own what you did. He's responsible, but you also got involved with a man who had a situation going on. Good, bad, or ugly, you decided to be a part of the circus. So welcome to the circus. You're now a clown, right? You're a clown, and she's a clown. You know, she's a clown, you're a clown, and he's the ringleader. You're basically Blueface, Jaden Alexis and Krishan Rock. Not, on basically. You decided to join the circus. Now you want to play the victim. This is what happens when you get mixed up with a man that still got unresolved issues going on with his baby mama. So you've set yourself up to be bullied, harassed. Not that you deserve it, but this is what happens when you do it. Everybody not going to just step back and let you just get in a situation and say, deal with it. Then you want to get online and voice your opinion. You added more fuel to the fire too. You should have let that be between them. Let him handle that situation, right? But what you did is you kept interceding. Just even online you was doing it. No matter what she was saying, you should have said, you know what? Let her talk. I know what it is. And let him deal with it. You decided to join the circus. And once again, you're now a clown. You're a clown. So let's jump into this reading to see, is this relationship really over between Rashida Nicole and LiAngelo Ball? See, I can't stand when people be playing the victim. That's crazy to me. I have it way before I got married. I remember meeting people that had stuff going on. As soon as I realized, I'm like, baby, you can't talk to me. I ain't doing none of it. I ain't about to fight your baby mama. I ain't about to get into, the goodbye. Goodbye. When you get that cleared up, call me. But we're not doing none of this. I'm not dragging into none of this. Give me the energy. Is the relationship between Rashida Nicole and LiAngelo Ball really closed? Really done? Is it over? Hierophant, Knight of Swords, Five of Pentacles. This man has left the building. Whether you said you left or not, with this man here, again, emotionally immature. When you see that Knight of Swords in reverse, this man has gotten a relationship with you, made you feel special, and then he is gone, right? He is gone. This represents consequences of your actions too. Disregard for consequences. Even with here, it represents a loss. And it talks about you being on your own. I'm sure you're going to soul seek, soul searching, whatever have you. Remember what I say. The way you start is the way you finish, right? The way you get them is the way you lose them. I always keep telling people this, even my regular clients, like, clear things up before you get into another situation. This represents personal beliefs and morale being broken, and then therefore your faith is now being tested. This is a karma aspect. Two of Wands, I think, when you look at some of the messages, I feel like he's done, but this gives temporary done. I would not put it past this man like LiAngelo Ball to swing the block with her, whether they get a divorce or not, which means to keep on trying to creep into the situation. Seven of Swords in reverse, this represents a person who can go in and out. They still care about each other regardless of what's happening. Two of Wands, Ace of Cups energy. Two of Wands represents, after going through a tough time and spending some time apart, Baby still gotta come, still gotta see the baby, still gotta see her. Ace of Cups still, there's some things that's still there. Is a loss. The relationship is at a loss. So if you decide to go back with him, that'll be your decision. But just know he's gonna be on to the next person. The Seven of Swords here is talking about being deceptive, only feeding his lower desires, making some attempts with you, but the relationship not really being serious, right? So even if he comes back for a minute, just know it's not going to be serious. LiAngelo Ball is giving, this represents restless, represents unfocused, represents a person who is impulsive. A person like that, you should never be taking him seriously in terms of a relationship right at this time in his life. He's not ready. He's not serious. He's shooting up the club and running to the damn door. Okay? Period, point blank. Give me, the relationship feels like also too, it started becoming chaotic. When you look at that, it talks about arguments. And then also here, when you look at this message here, it talks about it becoming a challenge. Always playing defense. Always arguing, trying to clear things up. I don't care what you're saying. I do feel she still cares about him. She's going to continue to move forward. She's going to be a really great mom, by the way. And that's it. It talks about a tower moment between them. And this talks about a downfall in their relationship. I don't think they're going to get their marriage back on track. Like, when you see that tower moment, that talks about, like, that talks about just broken. It's broken. And then the investment to get it back on, like, is not, like, it feels like investment to put it back together is not going to be there. That's what it shows. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, lost the opportunity, missed the opportunity, bad investment. It's a waste of time. Not that I always root for people to get their marriages on track, right? Like, I mean, especially you decided to get married. But again, the way you start is the way you finish. How does Miss Nikki Baby feel? She knew for her. This talks about, I knew inevitably it was going to end. This Ten of Swords represents is a phase. You know, it's a phase, and I knew it wasn't going to last long. She is the tower moment with them too. That represents the downfall of their relationship as well. Give me the energy around Miss Nikki Baby, and she has the Sun card on her side, which represents she is laughing and all the way to the damn bank, right? She's very pleased with the fact that you have gotten your damn, your damn karma. You have the reverse talks about, this represents in your messages too, the same stuff you accused her of, you're going to be doing as well. This is what she believes. And I do feel like, don't be surprised if her and LiAngelo have a little small reunion as well. But that also will not be lasting long, right? So it talks about them having a small reunion, but it will not last long. Miss Nikki Baby, don't think you want a prize if you come back to your girl. Because guess what? It represents a dark period. It's going to be basically, this is the same, remember, this is the same man who broke up with you by the text message while you just had your baby. And it talks about the relationship in terms of it having like a real course or a real plan. It talks about, it's telling you to play it safe, and then it talks about it's going to derail. So right now she is, to me, I feel like she is saying, good for you. Now that's what you get, right? You get what you give. But if she does decide to go back temporarily with him, even if it's temporary, so he could try to, click back with Rashida Nicole for a minute, and then click back with Miss Nikki Baby. You got to watch these men with small kids. I keep telling women this too. You keep going with these men that just have newborn babies. They're going to always be fooling with their baby mama for a hot minute, until at least till the child is like 3-4 years old. So pay attention to that, because me and my sister always talk about this. We always say, do not be messing with these men with these little bitty small babies, because they will keep messing with their baby mama. I feel like the relationship between the Rashida Nicole and this man is irretrievably broken, based on the fact that they had issues, trust issues, playing defense all the time. It started separating from the relationship. It feels more on his end, even though she decided to pull the plug at the end. It feels like he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. Give me the energy around LiAngelo Ball. How does he feel about Rashida Nicole? He felt limited. He felt like she was always criticizing. He felt negative with her. He felt he was being restricted. He did feel like he loved her. I feel like too, like he wasn't happy with the other girl. He went with this girl. This give rebound. This give, you just ran into the situation thinking he was in love, thinking he was going to rebuild, thinking he was going to get something better. And then he turns around. Again, this is a man who's like still trying to figure it out. He's going to change on you. He don't have no real plan. He's just basically feeding his lower desires. And then here this talks about him in and out. When you see that Knight of Swords, that's a person who's just gonna be in and out, no disregard for consequences. You're gonna be pulling, he's gonna be changing directions on your ass. This is what it shows in his messages. I would not be getting involved with nobody like this. I'm telling you right now. 10 of Wands, cheating. Also, too, he could have been seeing other people on Rashida Nicole. When he got the Devil card, you hear it from the 10 of Wands. This represents seeing other people. No self-discipline. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like he did care about her. But again, this is what happens when you rush from one relationship to the next relationship. You're not seeing things clearly. And now you're in a situation where you don't jump from, the frying pan to the fire, and now you got to get a divorce and all this stuff like that, right? So this is what you have here in the messages for them. Give the energy around LiAngelo Ball. Again, as it relates to the relationship with Rashida Nicole. He happy as hell to get up out of there. That Knight of Pentacles represents King of Pentacles. Like, I'm about to go get back and just do me and be focused on myself and my business and what I got in front of me, right? I was dealing with too much conflict. Just imagine he felt like he was dealing with conflict from all sides. But sir, you are the conflict. You are the ringleader of the circus, right? You had one relationship, you wasn't happy. You jumped into another relationship thinking you were going to be happy, wasn't happy. Now you got conflict on both sides. Now you have, I'm not, period. Knight of Cups, and then his Knight of Cups energy for LiAngelo Ball. Again, he going to get in there and gaslight you, smooth talk you. Tell you he wants you to be with him. He want that baby. He going to put a baby in you, blah, blah, blah. And then he gonna leave your ass dry, high, and dry. All right, y'all are gonna survive, y'all. Y'all gonna be okay. So LiAngelo Ball gonna pop up with another new chick. Leaving broken homes. In the next 1 to 6 months. You should see him kicking it with somebody new. That's what it's given. Now, this person gonna feel like somebody you might see him kicking it with a couple of people, right? It might not be like what you see with Miss Nikki Baby or with Rashida. It may be like fleeting energy, or people that he's dealing with are not as serious. Confirm. 4 of Wands. Basically, new person on the way. Choosing a different path. Moving on. He still got too much play with him. So if you get involved with him, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Earth placement person coming through. Capricorn energy. You'll see him pop up with somebody else. Short-lived. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. At the end of the day, sir, just be single. Don't get married to nobody. Don't go live with nobody. Don't get committed to nobody. Wait. Take your time. Okay? Anyway, I hate to be so hard on Rashida Nicole and even Miss Nikki Baby. At the end of the day, y'all, listen. You got involved with a man. The man is immature. Miss Nikki Baby, if you go back with him, if you entertain him, and he kick you in the butt again and run off, and that'll be on you. Shame. He did it once. Shame on him. If he does it again, it's shame on you. If you go get back with him, just know it's temporary. Rashida Nicole, stop playing the victim. You done got wrapped up with a guy who had a newborn baby, two babies and a newborn one at that. Baby mama taking off for you. This is what you signed up for. So stop playing the victim. But also, what's the girl's name? Miss Nikki Baby. Stop harassing people. That's a choice he made. He made the choice to go with this girl. Hold him accountable. Go harass him. I'm tired of y'all harassing other women. LiAngelo, put a condom on it. And stop trying to be serious with everybody. Okay? All right. Period. Grow up. Start being responsible. Stop getting people pregnant and running off. Look stupid and irresponsible. Anyway, y'all, take care. Stay blessed, encourage, and power. Don't forget you can book with me at BlueNolaTarot.com. BlueNolaTarot.com. I have the summer special going right now. Really great price. I wish them all the best. I don't care about none of these people like that, but I was interested a little bit in it. So a couple of people did ask me to do it, so that's why I did it. Peace and blessings. Bye.